Good day, Cross Church family. My name is Zach Kordic. It's my week to bring you our weekly devotional. Something that has been on my heart recently, I say recently, but is almost always on my heart and my mind, is the topic of peace. Peace is something I think a lot of us find fleeting. We base it on our health or our hobbies. We base it on whether or not our house has anything that needs to be done, or whether or not our car breaks down, or how things are going at our job, or how things are going at home. And to be sure, many of these things can influence our peace or our perception of it. And I find that I wrestle with this quite a bit as a pastor, as a minister. It is very difficult for me sometimes to divorce peace from my job. It is very important to me that I do a good job, that I work hard and work well. But I will admit that something else that I find myself thinking about a lot is how I am perceived. I want people to approve of me. I want people to think that I'm doing a good job. I don't ever want anyone to be upset with me or angry with me or disappointed with me. I hate having to tell people no. I very much like to go out of my way to make people happy and make people feel seen and heard. But that's not always practical, right? I have priorities and responsibilities to God first, but then to my family and then to my ministry. And oftentimes it is very difficult to find a balance amongst those things. And so when I disappoint people, or when I feel like people are not happy with the choice that I have made, or they don't like the topic that I pick to speak on in youth group, whatever it may be, it's very easy for me to base the peace that I feel or don't feel around the circumstances in my life. And I think a lot of us do this, right? We look to all of these external factors, these external things. If my bank account is full and I'm not having any car problems and I'm not having any issues at home, and my boss is doing, what I think he should be doing at my job, or my coworkers aren't giving me problems, if everything in my life is going the way that I think it should go, then I will have peace. I think a lot of this, either consciously or subconsciously, think to ourselves, when everything is going my way, I can finally have peace. But the reality of life is that it is very, very, very rare that everything in our lives will always be going the way we want it to go. Right? Either because of factors that are outside of our control, or because mistakes that we have made, or because of disagreements with another person, right? It can be very, very difficult to find times in our lives where things are as peaceful, quote unquote, as we would like them to be. And so I'm here to remind myself and to remind you that our peace should not be based on our external circumstances. Our peace should not be based upon other people's opinions or feelings towards us. Our peace should not be based on our circumstances, because if it is, then it is fragile, and it will not take much to disrupt or destroy it. Our peace should be based upon Christ, the salvation that he has given us, and the relationship that we get to enjoy with him. I would like to leave you with two verses today. John chapter 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And then a couple chapters later, John chapter 16, verse 33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. How often do we forfeit the peace that Christ has granted us for things that are fleeting or temporary or fragile? I love you, church. I'm praying for you this week. Go in peace.